Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. The Longhorns offense going to get the chance to start this game off. First, the home of the Cotton Bowl. from AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Single back, takes the handoff. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. They look to throw it here on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Turner. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The Longhorns are looking to keep this drive going. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Grab behind the line. It's Irvin.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that receiver back in the process.
Back to throw again. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away. Longhorns will send their punt team onto the field. And the punt will bounce out of bounds inside the 10. You can't do it any better than that. The Duke's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dukes.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last drive stalled and were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Send the back in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Short throw to the back. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
caught in the backfield. It's Irvin. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. An important third down attempt for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch is made down the middle. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Soccer with a strong tackle there.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Solid tackle, able to get him down. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Can he get there on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Field goal try, no good. After the miss, still down by 7. James Madison's offense back out there now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Fresh set it down to the offense. First down. Ball handed off. That's the spin move. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race at the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner looking to create better field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. And he's got it. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Longhorns will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
Longhorns pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Motion now from the tight end. And here's the handoff. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Kirk, it's James Madison in front right now. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. Here comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Finding some room at the 25. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. The pass rush closing in. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
He hands it off from the gun. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Dukes will send the punt team onto the field. Coverage team brings down the returner. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. They make the stop to get the ball carrier down. The Longhorns will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
He eludes the rush. Makes the grab. It's Irvin. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. The offense won with the hurry up.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Play action here on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Turner. And bulldozing his way through. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal. Longhorns looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Trying to find the end zone off the right side. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
He's running out of time here. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Duke's offense back on the field now. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. And now the handoff. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Makes a nice move there. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Past the 10. And he scores. Touchdown, Dukes. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35.
Well, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable walking to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Longhorns come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to extend the play. He's going to take off here. Finding space at the 20. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break.
They've got him. It's a sack from the defense. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. James Madison's offense back out there now. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. They'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. He shreds the tackle. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. The Dukes will have to punt this one away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Secondary backed up off the ball now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. They pressured him and couldn't get a throw away, and that'll be the final play of the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. He pulls it in for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, the kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pass here on second down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And he's back to throw again on second down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Finds room at the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
You know, in college football anymore, Chris, you get caught up in the big plays through the passing game. But we're seeing what this back can do when he has room to run. Great acceleration, great speed. I know he gets tackled here at the 2-yard line. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give that young man the...
He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Sam Bam Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
And let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, it's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. It's very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Duke's offense back on the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. On first down, it's play action. He breaks free. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The sack makes it second down and forever. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
He'll field the punt, and the returner will be brought down. James Madison's offense back out there now. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Caught in the flat by the running back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Defense is coming after him. And the junior gets home, making a sack there. And the Dukes will bring their punt team onto the field. That's his 4th punt already today. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to scramble. Using his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
It's caught downfield. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he runs it into the end zone. That conversion will tie up this game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
6-yard game sets up a 3rd and 4.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Well, he extended the play, but doesn't find the receiver open and goes down. The Dukes will line up to punt it away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Tries to get it to the running back. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this 3rd quarter? This has been a tremendous fight through 3 quarters. This playoff game deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. Headed to the final quarter of this playoff game. Who's going to step up and make a difference here in this pursuit of a national championship? 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Down he goes, a sack.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
We'll try the ground game here with the running back. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Well, here we are now on 4th down, Chris. And at this point in the game, a field goal gives you the lead. I don't think you roll the dice. I think you kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game.
Right down the middle. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Duke's offense back on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another 1st down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Here comes a handoff. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. They get the senior with the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that 1st down.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
And I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here, actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
We reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Looking to score with a run to the right. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Interesting call here by the offensive coordinator. Get some positive yards and keep the ball on the ground. The clock will continue to roll. They need a touchdown here. I cannot wait to see what this call is on 3rd and goal.
Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the defense steps up here. Now we've got a 4th and goal situation. And now that you're in the second half, obviously a field goal here ties the game up. But you're pretty close. What do you think the decision is here? Do you go for this touchdown and maybe take the lead?
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. We are all tied up with a little more than a minute to play in regulation.
And I tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, he's hot as a stove when his number's called.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. And a timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up. Let's see what the play call is as the offense begins its final drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Touchdown, Texas. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Just so impressed by this offense and the way they've executed throughout most of this day. Now with the game on the line, they deliver and give them the go-ahead score. There's enough time, though, on the clock. The defense is going to have to go out there and make some plays to be able to win this game.
So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up and preserve this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. James Madison's offense back out there now. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Lets it go quickly. And he can't quite hold on to it. That would have sealed this game. It's 2nd down now. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. That would have sealed the victory. Does bring up 3rd down. We've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Heads out of bounds after running for the 1st down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Oh, would have been a game-clinching interception. Couldn't hold on. Brings up 2nd down. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Will he score here? And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal. In these playoff games, it's win or go home.